John Lennon has been known to scold the Beatles verbally at nearly every point in their career. It is difficult to determine how much of his criticism was sincere and how much was resentment at having to sacrifice a piece of his life for the entertainment of others. However, he was consistently critical of everything the Fab Four were involved in. His hatred of fans gushing over his songs like "It's Only Love" and "She Loves You" persisted even when he was performing alone. However, Lennon's solo career also got off to a shaky start. His early experimental albums with Yoko Ono don't quite have the same level of listenability as Abbey Road, even if he was still much in love with her at the time. Even after rejoining the Beatles to collaborate on albums like Abbey Road, Lennon was still faced with a lawsuit that prevented him from creating new music, despite the fact that the piece was purposefully incomplete and chaotic. Lennon was hit with a copyright infringement suit after Come Together was found to be based on Chuck Berry's You Can't Catch Me. The lawsuit was eventually settled when Lennon recorded a cover album and donated the earnings to Berry's estate. That may sound like a simple solution, but working with Phil Spector in the studio was never going to be easygoing and carefree. Lennon recalled the rock and roll sessions as being extremely taxing, even though Spector was legally crazy prior to his legal difficulties. Despite this, he managed to achieve remarkable achievements while working on Let It Be. Given that this occurred over his lost weekend, apart from Ono, it's easy to hear him become increasingly downhearted as he comes to terms with the fact that his love is far away and unresponsive. Although there are some excellent tracks in the album's middle, Ya Ya was never meant to be. While working on his previous album, Walls and Bridges, Lennon prepared a parody version of the song. However, because the official covers album had not been released yet, he felt compelled to put a proper version of the song on the album in order to rectify his most recent error. Lennon did a passable job covering the song, but he confessed that he wasn't exactly beaming when he had to record it, explaining that Ya Ya was a contractual responsibility to Morris Livy due to the legal dispute. I feel terrible that I had to put myself in that situation, but I forced myself to do it. However, understanding the innocent backstory to all that destruction is the most challenging aspect. Julian Lennon and his father played drums in the studio for the Walls and Bridges cover of Ya Ya, even though Julian did not see his father for the majority of the Beatle years. Witnessing the case being brought to court casts an unnecessary shadow on Julian's fond memories of this time with his grandfather, which he cherishes.